need to celebrate National Nap at Work Day because, hi, I will be the leader. Which is funny because when you're tired, you don't want to lead anything, but I will. I will help with that. How are you doing with the daylight savings change, Crockett?
Okay. Yesterday was kind of weird because you get that first day into it. Like I was going to take the kids to my parents' house in the morning and have breakfast and stuff. And by the time we got out the door, it was already like 10:30, but it was really 9:30. And then you're like, well, by the time I get there, are we already talking lunch? But we haven't had breakfast. So aside from trying to get their sleep schedules back into a relatively normal thing, other than just looking up and being like, well, I have no idea what time it is right now. That was pretty much it.
And I was on a really quick trip. I mean, the turnaround was almost 24 hours. I went to Atlanta on Saturday morning, which, by the way, flew out just before the storm started. It was, from what I understand, it was pretty rough here with the wind.
It was pretty good. It was a pretty good hit.
Yeah, so I left and there was nothing on the road. I just made it out in time around 6:40 on Saturday morning, and I returned in time to clear the snow off of my car on Sunday at noon. I returned, so it was really fast, and I was scared to go to bed because not only it's hard enough when you're in a hotel, it's not your normal surroundings, but I was scared to go to sleep because I wasn't 100% sure the clocks were going to change. I couldn't remember if my phone had the setting where it was manual or if it was the world clock. I'm like, I hope this is, because I had to leave around 6 a.m. Or was it? I don't know. Daylight savings really messed me up, but I didn't sleep. They say it takes, I think like 2.5 days for your body to adjust to the daylight savings change.
Well, yeah, that was kind of the big thing for us was Liam in particular, because he technically woke up later. So he technically should go down for his nap later. And then normally when we would put him down for bed last night, he was in there just like, so that's really the big adjustment is.
That's the thing. People come up with this. Don't have kids. They never have to put the kids to bed. It's the hardest because it's light out. Kids don't want to go to sleep. It actually takes 3.5 days to adjust to the change. And you're irritable, groggy. So why do we do this? Twice a year we say, why do we keep doing this? They actually tried to get rid of it, I think during the Nixon administration. And it threw people off. Parents didn't like how their kids were at the bus stop in the dark in the morning. Because, it's dark. I mean, the sun's coming up at 7:15.
Yeah, I don't love it. I think the number's like 71% of people are like, we just leave it. But yeah, I mean, sure. I don't doubt that it has it started like World War I to basically try to maximize the amount of sunlight you would have in a day. Then they actually got rid of it and brought it back during World War II. And then to your point, it just kind of kept on from there. But
but they made it longer. So that's good. It's actually a month longer because it used to not start until April. And now it starts in March. And it used to go till October. Now it goes till November.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I really do like seasonal affective disorder. Like when we hit the winter months, now we live in the Northeast. We could live wherever we want. We could all 4 seasons. Yeah. But there's just something about when we do the next change where I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's just going to be so cold all the time.
I think we don't care for when it ends. Everyone's like, they get rid of daylight savings. I'm like,
right.
You want to keep daylight savings time.
Right. Like this is the clock most people would want to keep.
And we're in daylight savings right now. You don't want it to end. You want to, as they say, turn this and rip the knob off. You want to turn the knob off.
Keith, good morning. Jerry, happy Pi Day. Angie, good morning, y'all. Adele, good morning, Selena and Crockett. Enjoy your day. Keith, watch out for the ice and snow drifts. Yeah, still got to deal with that today. Thankfully, though, the weather this week is looking just delightful.
Close to 60 here in the Lehigh Valley, and we're looking at I'll give you a heads up.
Friday, there might even be a little 7 in there. There might be a little 7 in there on Friday.
Today we have a high in the Lehigh Valley of 53, and then tomorrow a high of 60, and then 65 for Wednesday, and a mix of sun and clouds. So yes, it's to make up for that basically, and that's all I need to say.
Yeah, well, it's like we've talked about before. This winter it wasn't like it was a brutally cold winter or a blizzard or anything like it just felt like anytime the weather was nice enough to go, temperature I should say, was nice enough to go outside, it was raining or crazy windy, or the day after a snowfall, so all you were doing was cleaning up the snow. Like there just wasn't, anytime it felt like you got a break in the actual number in the temperature, there was some corresponding thing with it that you were just like, well, I don't want to go outside in that either. That's what winter felt like. Monique, good morning. Thank you for checking in.
People were upset. They're like, the day off. It's a weekend and it's snowing and we can't go anywhere. I'm like, actually, I would prefer that because you can relax. We had a lot of things that were canceled on Saturday. My kid was supposed to have a soccer tournament that had to get moved because it was too dangerous for people to travel from out of the area. A bowling birthday party was postponed too.
Oh,
it will be rescheduled, I think, but still. But the kids, at least, they get to enjoy the snow.
Sure.
And you're also, if you're not working on the weekend, you can relax, enjoy it with them. So that's good.
Dave, good morning. Keith says, remember, all roads can be narrow. Learn how to share the lane with opposing traffic. And Keith, who's driving around in a car that's probably much bigger than yours, you should listen to him on that one. Dave, have a great day. Thank you, buddy. What do we got coming up here, Selena? Are we jumping here or are we playing another one?
Yeah, we're going to play another. We'll give you a little extra there. But first of all, we're going to help at the pump. We have that coming up for today, so we have to give you that the password for some free gas. You want to listen for that word to win a $100 Sunoco gift card from Lehigh Valley Honda. Your car, your way. Lehigh Street in Allentown. We have that throughout the morning, so we have that going on. We have your tickets to see Counting Crows. We're thinking warmer weather.
We were just talking about the time change, and it's a long December, and there's reason to believe maybe this year will be better than the last.
Nice. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. 7:40 as we take a look at this
day in history.
And then we have your BOAK BASH 2. We're going to have it's a one night only benefit concert with Steve Miller. How cool is that? Roseanne Cash, John Leventhal, like a great list of performers coming to the State Theater. We'll have that around the corner at 6:40 with the nearly impossible question. And we also have your Fuel Up with Selena and Crockett, fueled by Phillipsburg Easton Honda.
Yeah, so we'll be giving you that keyword. We'll say between 7:45 and 8 this morning. Closer to 8 this morning. To fuel up however you'd like. If you want to get gas, you want to get a breakfast sandwich, you want to get coffee. I accidentally drank my mom's coffee yesterday. You know how I am about coffee, Selena. Ugh.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't like you're a
Just
tea drinker and you.
yeah. So I had a tea, and we got done breakfast, and I was helping clean up the dishes and stuff. So I was at the sink, and my cup was on the left part of the sink, and Mom had put her cup on the right part. And I took a hearty sip too, and I was just like, I leaned over the sink, and was just like,
Get it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Kid, like a little kid.
But then it's like still on my tongue. Like just, if I'm drinking coffee, it's got to be a cup of sugar with a hint of coffee. Like it's got to be. That's funny. Yeah, I feel like I can taste it now.
We want to know how your parents embarrassed you, and maybe just recently. I was thinking more like when you were a kid, but maybe just recently. I have grown out of the phase though. My dad. He's the best dancer. Didn't think that way when I was younger.
I got to tell you something. I saw that video.
He dances
like a rug.
He's like, this is how he dances.
It may have just been the suit now, but it looked sharp. I got to say.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how he dance. I told you, as long as you're on the dance floor, And he was in his tux, so he was looking fun, even doing this with the fingers out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he was having such a good time. Such a good time. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
how can I say no to that? He kept asking me, come dance with me. I don't know if he felt bad because I went by myself and maybe he thought I was lonely. I wasn't. But I wanted to dance with my dad because he was having a blast. And it kept him out of trouble. My dad causes trouble when he talks. So at one point he was mad that they wouldn't give him the scotch to walk around and fill people's glasses. I'm like, it's not your wedding. What are you doing? Just dance, Dad. Just dance. What a weird.
I mean, I bought this keg and rolled it in here for nothing. Yes, sir. It's not your wedding. Yes.
That's my dad. So anyway, we want to know how your parents embarrass you. We'll be talking about that in the 7 o'clock hour. All right.
Kelly, good morning. We have to go, everyone. So have a great Monday. We hope you're not too tired.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Bye, guys.